What's going on, my friends out there? Welcome to Gamers with Gains. So today I want to talk about a subject that pretty much doesn't plague, but it comes up all the time with people that are into video games or movies or any sort of art, whatever it is that you're into, your hobby, your passion, whatever it may be. Let's talk about reviews, okay? Now for me, more recently, this resonates with me over the last, I want to say close to about a week now. Ever since my very first review for IGN went up on their website. I reviewed Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 on there, and I said a couple of different things about the game that a lot of people probably didn't resonate with. They kind of disagreed with me or said one thing or another. Also had a couple nasty comments in there, but let's forget about those for a second, okay? I want to talk about the concept of reviews of themselves. Now, it seems to be a general consensus amongst a lot of people on the internet, for whatever reason, that reviews have to feel one specific way or another. You either love it or you hate it. And on top of that, some people have to feel like they have to fit in with the majority of people that are out there saying one thing or another about a particular game. One of the things that you guys gotta understand, and that anybody that's getting into gaming or is part of the medium and part of the culture should understand, is that reviews themselves are an opinion of a particular subject from that particular individual. Now, you could obviously put more weight into a particular opinion or a review or a statement, or not, depending on your own taste and your own preferences. That's up to you as the reader or the viewer, whoever it is that's actually checking out the review and getting the opinion from someone. That's up to you, to that individual. You don't necessarily have to take something so close to heart, or you have to take it as gospel rules or gospel-like word of a particular type of game. Now, here's the funny thing about this, is that, and at least in my experience now having actually written for probably the biggest outlet in the video game industry currently now to date, and also doing a video review, which you guys should check out. Links in the description, shameless plug, I know. But regardless though, okay, one of the funny things is that everybody seems to think that you have to fit in with the general consensus. And I really disagree with that, because if you start getting into this whole habit of falling into line with what other people are saying about any particular subject, it starts to get into really shady, really weird and gray territory. Because then, is it really this particular type of thing about a particular game? Is it like one thing or another? Or are you just trying to appease everybody rather than say what actually needs to be said, give your opinion or anything? This is something that everybody that does reviews about any sort of subject, whether it's gaming, movies, music, art, doesn't matter what it is, this is something that everybody that does reviews struggles with. You'll find a variety of different review guys, or people that do reviews here on YouTube even, especially for gaming. You guys could come to me for reviews, you guys could go to HMK, you could go to Lady Pelvic, you could go to Skyward Wing, you could go to Jarrett the Gamers Joint, Dean, Edo Ninja Storm HD, Game Theory, Matt Pat, you could go to John Strawn, you could go to Angry Joe. There's a variety of different people. Now, the funny thing is, even though there may be similarities in what some of these people may say about particular games, there's always going to be some sort of variation because it's a difference in opinions. Everybody's going to have some sort of varying opinion, even if they come to the same conclusion or at least a similar conclusion or not. Everybody has their own opinion, and everybody has their own stances on games. So it always kind of pains me, and again, I really kind of got this when I put my review up out there, that everybody wants me to feel a particular way or not, rather than actually take my opinion about a particular game and you actually get some food for thought out of it, rather than take it so close to heart. Granted, in my case, it was more about Naruto, and it was a lot of the Naruto fans getting really upset about what I had to say about the game, because the game is just not that great. Again, look at the actual review down in the description box below. You'll see exactly, and I detail it, a lot, in the actual review. But a lot of people were really upset about that. And the other thing too that I find weird, especially in gaming, I find it more with video games more than any other form of media that actually receives reviews from critics or other types of users, amateurs out there, is that really everybody feels like they have to fall in line with some of the other Metacritic scores that are out there, whether it's like IGN or any other bigger outlet, has to have a very similar outlook than all these other outlets that are out there. Destructoid and Kotaku have to agree with each other, or Polygon and IGN have to agree with each other. It's this really weird thing. It's like, rather than actually look at what they had to say, you actually care more about them actually falling in line and actually coming to some sort of consensus about a particular game, rather than taking each one of their individual opinions and seeing what works for you or what you could actually get out of all of them. That just seems weird to me. And I find the same thing also with smaller outlets or other people that are actually, again, whether they're YouTubers, whether they're actual, own websites, medium-sized or smaller-sized websites, they get into the same type of mentality. Or they go on the flip side of that and they actually try to say, no, I'm the real, gamer out here, I'm the one that's right, I'm the one that says all these different things, yet not actually sit there and do due diligence for for the actual game, or really try to come from a place of informing people rather than just blow themselves up and try to validate themselves to the audience. That just gets really out there, and it gets into a whole nother discussion I don't even want to get into. Again, this has been a weird couple of days ever since that review went up, but here's the thing that you guys really need to understand about reviews. Again, kind of like a summary here, but a couple fine points that you need to kind of, keep in mind. Number one, reviews are opinions. Everybody's going to have a varying opinion about a game or another. They don't necessarily have to be right or wrong to you as an individual. Again, you could judge them, you could take whatever info that you have from them, whatever you want, and actually adopt it into your buying purchases. You don't necessarily, also, part three, don't necessarily have to take a review so close to heart that it actually passes judgment on what you're actually going to do with your buying purchases. You don't necessarily have to use that as a way to be like, oh, okay, this guy said this, I'm not going to buy this game no more, or this guy said this, automatic buy and whatnot. You should actually be a little bit more adaptable, a little bit more applicable like that with some of the info that you get in order to determine whether you should buy a game or anything. And number four, final point, or this could be the final point. Get a lot of opinions out there. Don't just watch and read my review. Watch and read other reviews that are out there. Really get yourself informed about one thing or another when it comes to a particular game. Again, don't hold a particular review as gospel, word, or pretty much the end-all be-all of a particular game of what it needs to be said, because that's just one individual. Go out there and look at a bunch of individuals, but don't think that just because one person gave a positive review or a negative review over what somebody has said that was different, that automatically one review is better than the other. Again, I think that people, especially when it comes to fandom, especially from what I saw, really get caught up as like, oh, because they're such diehard fans, that automatically when someone is critical of it, or someone says something negative, or maybe that's not a strong point of something, they get so offended and immediately they hit up the comment section. It gets absolutely insane. But anyway, guys, hopefully those points really help you out, helps you give you a little food for thought for some of the reviews that you read or you watch out there. Again, a whole bunch of great reviews out there. I'll leave links in the description box below for all the different individuals you guys should check out, again, that offer a variety of different opinions and different tastes so you guys can get something out of it. But that's all I got for all of you. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you guys think about reviews. Tell me what you guys think about, again, reviewing video games as part of the video game industry. Some of the different outlets and places that you go to when you're actually trying to find out about games you should actually be buying or not. Put it in the comment section below. Don't forget to actually leave a like on this video. Again, leave a comment. Subscribe to my Gamers with Games channel. I have a bunch of videos that are up now that are related to gaming, related to pop culture, related to health, motivation, all types of cool stuff. Not too long ago, I was actually on a podcast with Marlon from Games of Warrior and Gaming Realm, where he had me as a guest, and we were talking a whole bunch of stuff about Nintendo. Again, links in the description box below so you guys can check it out. It was a whole long podcast that we did mad late at night, because beforehand I went to go see Deadpool, which I'm going to be talking about in a vlog very, very soon. So Deadpool, came back, did the whole actual podcast with him. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I love talking games with Marlon. I hope to see him at an event some point. Maybe we'll get some actual vlog footage there when I'm out there, maybe at PAX East or E3 or something. Should be dope. But anyway, all those links are in the description box for you guys. I will talk to all of you again real soon. Peace out. Stay epic, everybody.